Oh man, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty, the CoD NEXT beta, everything. Now, this video is going to be going out right before the beta goes live, ladies and gentlemen, so let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be having a beta video tomorrow, which is going to be today for some of you guys. 1 o'clock game time. All I know, 1 o'clock EST, baby. I'm already on the grind. I already got it downloaded, ready to go. I got it on Steam, got it on PlayStation. I'm ready to absolutely lock in for the year for the camo grind. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But today, we're going to be ripping through the Black Ops 7 review and the CoD NEXT play sessions, and I'll give you guys the clean breakdowns, what's actually good, what's worryingly bad, what the critics are screaming about, and what the community thinks will make or break this year's Call of Duty. Now strap in. Let's unpack. This will be a revised video as well. One exactly like this after I get to play the beta. I have not played anything. But I've been watching. Now, the reveal landed with a familiar mix of spectacular spectacles, the controversies, you know what, graphically, it looks amazing. It absolutely looks sharp. Now, the lighting, the particles, the weapons effects, they're all so polished. The wall jumping, the running, the sliding, the hyper driving, all that other cool stuff. It all looks positively, absolutely 100% magniforific, right? I don't even know if that's a word that I just said. I think I just made that up, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had to turn my mic up there. I don't know why the gain was so low, but we just turned that up. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a clear sign that the reveal didn't sit right with significant slices of the audience because there's some major setbacks. Now, the trailer's like to dislike ratio did blow up on release, and at least early on, it trended very heavily negative. However, there's some limelight. Now, why does this even matter? Well, when a flagship trailer gets absolutely ratioed at launch, it's both a PR problem and a signal that people aren't just criticizing minor details anymore. We are voicing our frustrations with the direction, tone, and perceived repetitiveness of Call of Duty. Now, however, I digress. I am a big fan of Call of Duty. Super hyped for this. I am stuck in the current COD cycle where I'm really happy. The honeymoon phase is right around the corner. I can't wait. But here's the big picture. Major outlets and long-form critics mostly took a similar tack to Black Ops 7, that it just contains things that look and play well, but the presentation of the event and some design choices gave the impression of stagnation and manufactured hype. One widely read feature called out CoD NEXT for non-stop ads in a sense that the series is running on autopilot rather than offering meaningful evolution. That's a problem, especially when your audience is hungry for either fresh gameplay systems or an entirely new take on the franchise. At the same time, several press hands-ons noted that mechanically, Treyarch often still hits the core basics: good aim feeling, satisfying weapon audio, competitive pacing. But the question critics repeatedly asked is this enough? Some people have said yes, some YouTubers have said yes, some Twitter users have said no, and we need bolder takes and bolder risks to go into these Call of Duties to absolutely get a definitive yes. I don't just want a lukewarm Call of Duty like we did with Black Ops 6, although Black Ops 6 was full of AI and they were all working on Black Ops 7. I digress. Now, the multiplayer pros and cons is what everybody's talking about. This is what everybody wants from critics and play sessions themselves. Core gunplay still lands. Reviewers and many other reactors repeatedly praise the feel of weapons and the satisfying feedback loop of mid-range engagements. This is the franchise's bedrock, and it's still standing strong. Nice to see it. Refined movement and balance as well. Several hands-on impressions like Face Scope have suggested that the movement and time to kill are tuned toward competitive play, meaning matches feel decisive and skillful moments matter. Aim absolutely matters 100%. Now, map lighting and visual clarity, when maps aren't cluttered with visual directions and distractions, it lets players read flights and fights and dives and all this. It reads everything more cleanly, which appeals to both streamers and competitive players, and maybe even some of the casual fans who don't want to be competitive but want to have, like, you know, I'm gonna sit forward on this one, you know what I mean, like those kind of guys, or the camo grinders. It's insane. Like the cons. Now let's go straight into the cons of the multiplayer. Maps and map design complaints. A recurring community gripe: maps shown so far feel either too chaotic or too conservative. They're not striking the balance that keeps play exciting long term. Several long term players argued some maps seem recycled or too similar to past entries. I believe that this is a true statement because I am firsthand seeing that a lot of these maps look like they could have been in Black Ops 4. I'm going to be honest. A lot of them look heavily inspired from Black Ops 4, but that does make sense a little bit because Black Ops 4, it's like, what was it, right before Black Ops 3, and it's only 30 years away from what Black Ops 7 would be, if that makes sense. I mean, Call of Duty 2025, Black Ops 2, We're playing in 2035. Right, so for it to look similar to Black Ops 4, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's like people who really play Black Ops 4, they're going to enjoy this one, but they might just be sick of the map. People who didn't play Black Ops 4, and there's a lot of you that didn't like the multiplayer. You just picked it up and put it down, decided, it is what it is. I'll go play Zombies or Black Ops 3 again or something like that. You know what I mean? This might be refreshing for you. Now, the perception of stagnation, I truly believe that we're at this point. Now, critics argue that beyond visual tweaks, the modes, the systems, they didn't show a dramatic evolution enough to call Black Ops 7 a non-DLC. It just makes it look like the same COD wrapped in a new coat of paint every year. PR and presentations are hurting the reception as well. The event felt oversold and under-supported. Lots of promotional content, but the substance didn't always match the hype. The disconnect made existing criticisms stand stronger with microtransactions, seasonal bloat, collab skins. It just made all of that way bigger and way louder. Now the bottom line is this feels the often side of things. This feels praised. The vision of the map. There's a big enough variety here where I doubt that people will get tired of it. But there's the biggest lie of microtransactions right there in front of our face. So I don't know how it's going to go out. I have no idea what this season's going to hold. I have no idea what it holds for us. Now, the zombie stuff, RIP my boy Dal. You know, if you watch anything on my channel, you've probably seen my shorts, not my long form content. I'm not really known for that. Oh, God bless my soul. I almost got taken away there. I almost saw the keepers with Richthofen. That was crazy. But if you know me, I'm super entrenched in the zombie storyline. I've got a few long-form videos of zombies content, but mostly just shorts and stuff like that. Now, zombies remains a pillar for Treyarch, but the community sentiment is very much fractured. On one hand, the continued investment in cinematics, systems, and deeper progression pleases fans who want an expanded experience. On the other hand, many players complain the story beats are rushed. The story parts are rushed, the plot threads are abandoned mid-arc, and the mode structure just keeps changing without satisfying payoff. Like, there's like, what are we getting to? We keep building up, and then we just roll out. And then we build up, and we just roll out. That fatigue feeds into broader worries, and that meaningful narrative and mechanical promises just might be dropped at launch. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Post-launch content, I highly doubt it at this point, the way Black Ops 6 was. Absolutely insane. The maps for Black Ops, oh my God, get me out. We started off super strong. Liberty Falls is a great map. It is actually one of my favorite maps in Black Ops 6. We are heading into Black Ops 7, and it's still my favorite map in Black Ops. We didn't get another map that was better than Liberty Falls. That's insane to me. And in the broad scheme, the grand scheme of things in Call of Duty, Liberty Falls isn't even an A-tier map. It's like a B-tier. It's very mid. It's sitting right in the middle of the pack. It's sitting right next to my boy Mob of the Dead. Oh my God, I'm going to get absolutely dragged over the coals. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Horizon Drak is the best map of all time, okay? Origins, it's mid. All right, I'm going to be honest. Origins, that's a real take. That is a real take. Origins is mid, in my opinion. But the excitement of everything being there was insane when it first came out. So if it's just Black Ops 2 and back, Origins is like S tier, right? But Horizon Drak came out, and I'm sorry, nobody else is compared. No one can compare to that. I mean, Zombies in Spaceland is better than Liberty Falls. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. No one's going to compare to that. But yeah, this skepticism was just carried into the COD NEXT impressions, and I just like, it did not help out at all. We can get into Warzone a little bit. The integration and live service concerns, I'll label this as that part, what is this, 4 or 5, whatever, one of the legs here. Now, one consistent critique from outlets like Modern Warzone on Twitter, the live service integration often feels like an afterthought rather than a grand, coherent plan. Reviewers pointed out that Warzone's presence seems bolted on its in place, like it's not going in. It's a stone stuck in the algorithm. You're gonna keep seeing the same short over and over again. It's like a constant reel of TikTok feeds. Like, I don't know what's going on with my TikTok feed. I keep getting the craziest videos, and all it is just nice guys finish last type stuff. Like these nice guys, nerds at conventions just freaking and tweaking out because the girl didn't give them a no. I don't know what's going on with my feed, and then I scroll up one more time, and it's like just cringe, just absolute, like, I don't even know. It's like just people in school being, it's weird. I gotta fix that. But that is what the Warzone integration feels like every single year. It's disjointed, it's weird. The ecosystem between core multiplayer and the Battle Royale experience are very different. And for a franchise that now relies on crossplay and shared progression, the lack of polish in Warzone and the tie-in for Warzone is an extremely weak spot right now in the game. It's happened every single time. When we had Modern Warfare to Cold War, Modern Warfare Cold War to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 was probably the smoothest transition, but who the hell was playing Warzone then? Modern Warfare 3 ended up dropping the old Rebirth map because everybody wanted it for so long. You know, we hadn't had it since Cold War at that point. But you know what? At this point, we also had to include Vanguard somehow into all this, and that was absolutely horrible. And that was before Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 2 got the revamp for Warzone, and everything was taken away from us. And then we integrated Modern Warfare 3 just to bring back everything we had, except for the guns and the integration from the 3 or 4 previous games. That was just a whole, like, we still haven't figured this all out yet. Now we've got, what do we got? Modern Warfare 3 weapons, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 weapons, and now we're going to have Black Ops 7 weapon. One of them's getting the boot. I remember when we added the Vanguard weapons to the Cold War and the Modern Warfare and all that stuff, and it was just way too many guns, way too many metas. Every goddamn update, something was getting nerfed. Every dang update, something was getting booted. Every dang rotation, something was better. There was something broken. It just did not work. A million perks, a million ways, 1 billion players that were not there at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? What a bar that I just had. That's absolutely insane. But if Warzone is not given consistent high quality integration at launch, it can fracture the player base, reduce long-term engagement, and make monetization feel more like forced grifting than an organic extension, if you will. Now, we can go to PC requirements. I know a lot of you hate that on the channel. I see a lot of your comments in the YouTube shorts. I thank you guys for those comments, but don't shoot the messenger. All right? Horizon is not here. He's not a Call of Duty shill. Please don't. I got canceled last. It's okay. It's okay. It was horrible. Now, this one is huge for you PC players, such as myself. I do play on PlayStation primarily now because of all the PC issues with Modern Warfare 3 and all that stuff. But the Black Ops 7 beta requires TPM 2.0 and Secure Boot to be enabled, but so does Battlefield 6. So all you Battlefield people say, oh, Call of Duty, TP, you guys have to have Secure Boot on. Good luck. You do it, we do it. It's going to be absolute pain for all of us. Now, a move aimed at bolstering anti-cheat through kernel level protections. That requirement mirrors controversy. And we saw that with other FPS betas as well. I mean, we saw that with, what the heck is that Asian game? The Asian CSGO. Anyways, it instantly raised accessibility, privacy, compatibility concerns among PC community. Some players don't have TPM or use older rigs. While this could reduce cheating and improve server integrity, it risks locking out legitimate players and causing PR headaches unless handled with absolute discretion and transparently. You know what I'm saying? It's also like, if I give you access to my core kernel drive, how do I know you're not going to get like leaked or something like that? How do I know a hacker's not going to get in somehow and then like absolutely see everything going on in my kernel drive and shut my system down, and now I'm in a ransomware thing? That could totally have just made that up, but that sounds like something that could happen, like some ransomware type stuff. Now, critics argue that this is a security trade-off. Better cheat prevention versus user friction. Devs will have to communicate clearer, provide better support for those impacted, and justify why the requirement is critical for a cleaner multiplayer experience. I just want to launch the game and play without hackers. Why is it so hard? You know what I'm saying? But we live in a digital age, so it's not, everything's not like the touch of a button yet. However, AI, I believe, is going to be getting there very, very soon. Now, developer transparency and franchise fatigue. What has Treyarch said about Call of Duty Black Ops 7? Now, a notable human moment from recent coverage is a senior Treyarch developer had admitted to being worried about series fatigue, acknowledging that the cadence of releases and thematic swings could leave audiences saturated. That's an uncommon level of candidness, though, from a studio spokesperson. Absolutely uncanny valley type reference. Who are you? You don't even work for Treyarch. You're a skinwalker. But it does reveal, and it reveals an internal awareness of the problem. It's leaking out at the seams. We got them right where we want to. Not that they're blind to the risk or anything like that. They just are finally acknowledging it in a public spectacle, if that makes sense. The team claims Black Ops' broad timeline gives them room to innovate, but that promise will definitely be tested by player responses in the weeks coming after launch and after the whole beta and everything like that. Make sure you guys are gearing up. I got a few codes, so let me know in the comments if you guys want some. Now, why does this even matter for viewers? Well, when devs publicly acknowledge fatigue, we should expect either real changes or a PR pivot versus nightmare, right? If those changes don't materialize, skepticism will harden, and people are just not going to trust you. I don't trust anything that comes out of Activision, but if a Treyarch spokesperson is going to say something, I might listen to them. However, if it's not Jason Blundell, I don't want it. Right now, we're going to be wrapping this up. We've got a few more sections to go to. Community creator reactions. Now, YouTube reactors and commentators lit into the reveal. Some creators produced scathing takes, calling the reveal worse than expected or horrendous, while others were cautiously optimistic, like Facecops. Well, after hands-on time, though, the fallout on social platforms range from thoughtful criticism to meme-driven pylons. In short, the creator class is pretty much split. Where creators go, players tend to follow. It's a historic indicator. The trailer's dislike surge shows the disconnect is quite there. However, creators will also drive the narrative. If streamers and big channels pivot to showing positives and highlight fun gameplay, perception can shift. Conversely, if they focus on issues and bugs, negative impressions will amplify quickly. I'm talking about you, Nero Cinema. If you start talking positive about Call of Duty, I guarantee you everybody's going to start talking positively about Call of Duty. Nobody was liking Call of Duty Ghosts or Black Ops 4 until you started liking it. I don't know how true that is. I'm making that up as I'm going along. Now, the good stuff. Here's a condensed list because it's very short. Solid gunplay and weapon feel is still a major strength of the game. Visual fidelity and polish. Oh, it's very impressive. Often impressive in close-ups and cinematics, you would say, right? I don't know why I thought I was being artistic saying it like that. Whatever. The zombies and single-player potential, it's still capable of delivering memorable moments for the right audience, but I don't know if it's going to be quite there. It feels like they're just slapping zombies onto the side of this thing. However, we do have the OG crew coming back, or a reiteration of the original crew coming back from one of the fractures. Got a whole story going on about that. Jebediah Brown coming back as the Shadow Man or something like that. That's crazy. Now, active developer awareness. Now, Treyarch knows about fatigue and is talking about it. That's better than anything other than denial. Literally the best thing we can have. The biggest risk, though, PR, presentation, misfires, map design, and perceived sameness. The anti-cheat and PC friction with secure boot TPM requirements could alienate PC players and generate negative headlines. On top of that, trailer ratio, community anger, early dislike storms can't be sticky and hard to reverse. What are people saying? Non-stop ads in Call of Duty. Manufactured hype. A stagnant game. The multiplayer avoids fatigue in some mechanical ways, but Warzone integration falters. The trailer was ratio and widely disliked upon launch. These are what people are saying. Well, now what does this mean for you guys as the viewer? If you're a long-time Call of Duty fan, do not panic. The core gameplay that made COD fun is very likely still here, but temper your expectations. This release looks like it could be an iterative. I don't even know how I'm just gonna say it. It just looks like another copy paste, not revolutionary. But if you want to be, get a good feel for the Call of Duty, it's a little sensitive time. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much a loud split. If you're a PC player, check your system for TPM and all that kind of stuff before the beta drops. Not being prepared could prevent you from testing the game and joining the conversation early. Now, if you're a content creator, your early stance will influence public perception, much like my own. You can either be the messenger who calms the waters by highlighting the fun moments, or the amplifier of the community frustration. Both narratives are very powerful and can get you a ton of subs. So there's a balance here. Now, part 1300, right? Final take verdict. Here we go. Black Ops 7's reveal at CoD NEXT was a complicated mix. Solid technical craft and mechanical strengths wrapped in branding and presentation choices that sparked a bunch of blowback. That is an absolutely well-manufactured line that just came out of my mouth, and it is absolutely insane that I was able to just freestyle that out of nowhere. Now, the devs know about the fatigue. I'm going to reiterate this. The admission is honesty, but it's a promise that needs proof. We need to see the proof in the pudding. If you're going to admit fault, let's see you reverse this fault. The show looked very glossy, sometimes very exciting too, but the core conversation isn't just about the new features in Call of Duty Black Ops. It's about whether Treyarch will commit to following through after launch with post-launch content. But for now, treat this as like an optimistic caution with this beta coming around, right? There's real potential here, but the community's bar is way higher than merely same but shinier. You know what I'm saying? If Treyarch follows through with smart post-launch support, balanced maps, fair PC policies, and Warzone cohesion, this could be a return to form for Call of Duty. If not, the early dislike storms and PR missteps will linger and absolutely shut this tirade down, and we'll have to wait another 8 months to get a decent Call of Duty. Now, if you want, I can follow up this video with all the gameplay clips from CoD NEXT, map by map, weapon by weapon. It could be whatever it is, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you guys hyped or burned out? I'll see you all in the next one. Subscribe if you're brand new, and I'm out of here.